What is bullying to you?
Bullying to me,
Yeah.
I think it's putting other people down to put yourself up. Because oftentimes, people who bully, oftentimes are very self-conscious about something for themselves. So I think it's tearing others down to build yourself up.
Have you ever been bullied?
Yes, when I was in high school, yeah.
How did it impact you?
I mean, I think a lot of times it just affects your social emotional state because it really just it allows you to like kind of forget where you come from and the importance things of being unique in yourself because we're so drawn to what other people say about us, like our public perception. So I think it just really beats us down and just kind of changes our personalities and who we are.
Have you ever witnessed someone being bullied?
Not like in person, no, but I've like heard a lot of things of like online bullying and how that affects people. So,
What is bullying to you?
I think it's making life so miserable for another person.
Have you ever been bullied?
Yes.
How did it impact you?
I remember it kind of made me dread coming to that certain class. And I'd have to gear myself up to deal with, what they were going to say.
Have you ever witnessed someone being bullied?
Yes, I have. And I haven't always had the courage to stop the bullying and say something because it is scary, but, it's important to stand up for people who are being bullied.
What is bullying to you?
Bullying, to me, is when someone gets picked on and it's nefarious, like there's something mean to it. There's a mean component to the picking. Like obviously two friends can pick on each other and it's all in fun and love, but when there's a mean element to it, that's bullying. And it can be verbal, it can be physical, it could be both, it could be mental,
Have you ever been bullied?
Yeah, I was bullied when I was in junior high. I was bullied in high school. Mostly I was bullied because like I had a gap in my teeth at one point, and so I was bullied for that. And then I've been bullied because I am a nerd or like a dork or like when I was in the band, things like that. So,
How did it impact you?
I think it made me stronger. It also helped me realize who your real friends are, because there was one time for a while, there was one certain friend of mine that was always bullying me. And I always thought it was like just friendship, but it grew to be like way more than that. And we eventually stopped being friends because he was bullying me and being mean to me because it was making him feel better. And so I just put a stop to that.
Have you ever witnessed someone being bullied?
Yeah, actually the first fight that I was ever in was because I was standing up for somebody that was being bullied. And that had a racial component to it. So yeah, I've witnessed a lot of people being bullied, and since I'm the oldest of 6 siblings, I'm usually the one that stops the bullying. Mm-hmm. So I stand in. I feel like that's kind of like my mission objective is to stop bullying whenever I see it.
What is bullying to you?
Ooh, that's a good question. It is a repetitive, unkind behavior. So like, if it happens once, like, it couldn't be unintentional, but like if it's repetitive, that's when it becomes bullying.
Have you ever been bullied?
Oh, for certain, 100%, yes.
How did it impact you?
It really affected my self-esteem and like how I felt about myself. Yeah, that was really hard.
Have you ever witnessed someone being bullied?
Ooh, I teach high school. Yeah, it's not pretty. I don't like it.
What is bullying to you?
So I think bullying is when it could either be like physical, or it could be like verbal, or even like isolating people that want to be involved, like intentionally isolating them. I think those, anytime that's happening consecutively more than just like once or twice, then I would think that's considered bullying.
Have you ever been bullied?
I don't think that I have personally ever been bullied. I try to avoid those situations if I'm not comfortable, so I don't be not put in that place. Yeah, other than just like fighting with my siblings when I was younger, I don't think that I've been lucky and fortunate not to really be a victim of bullying. I try to treat others the way I would like to be treated. And so, yeah, if I did, I've blocked that from my memory.
How did it impact you if you would have gotten bullied?
Oh, I think that would have definitely impacted like my self-esteem in a negative way. I'm already a little like antisocial in a way, so I think that I probably would have been even more withdrawn and not have been as confident to do some of the things that I did, maybe some of the activities that I did. Yeah, I'm okay with embarrassing myself, and I don't think I would have been as comfortable with that if I would have been bullied when I was younger.
Have you ever witnessed someone being bullied?
Yes, I have. And I would say that I'm guilty of probably being a bully in my past, if I'm being honest with you, not just to my siblings, but there's just one or two people that I can think of that I did not. I know earlier I said I try to treat people the way I wanted to be treated, but there are a couple people in my past that I probably wasn't the nicest to. Probably like verbally, maybe not even directly to that person, but talking to your friends about those people could be considered bullying. And so it was like my high school boyfriend's ex-girlfriend specifically. So I probably just was insecure about that previous relationship, and so that's why I probably felt the need to talk badly about that person a few times. But I will say, I stopped doing that after a while. One day they were like walking in the rain and I gave them a ride and so like after that I never really said anything bad about them, just because I recognize like it's a big wasted effort to be like hateful towards somebody. And I do know that it impacted them negatively. Their sister, approached me and confronted me about what I was saying, and just shared how it was hurtful for the other person. So in my younger days, I'm guilty of being a bully to my siblings and to that one person that I can think of. And so after I was nicer to them, wow, like that, I didn't have to carry around any hate, or I wasn't as insecure. So it's a lot of effort to bully somebody. And so I'm glad that I don't do that very often consciously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is bullying to you?
Bullying to me is when anybody disrespects or causes pain to anybody else based on their own values, and it creates the situation where the other person truly feels inferior, or they really feel like somebody is putting them down.
Have you ever been bullied?
Yes.
How did it impact you?
As a student in high school, it impacted me by wanting to go into a field to help people. In college, it made me learn how to advocate for myself. And in the workforce, it made me learn new conflict resolution skills and leadership skills.
Have you ever witnessed anyone being bullied?
Yes. And in all three age spans, actually, from high school, college, and even now, adults do bully each other, and that does happen. And so you just are around it, and you can either stand up and say, I'm not going to tolerate that, or you keep on letting it happen. And I won't tolerate it.
What is bullying to you?
I think bullying is when somebody specifically tries to offend somebody, hurt somebody's feelings, and does it repeatedly. It's not just a one-time thing, but it's something that occurs pretty regularly, I would say. But they knowingly are trying to hurt somebody, whether that's with words or actions or all that stuff. So it can be anything.
Have you ever been bullied?
I mean, I don't. So I, in middle school, was kind of an awkward kid at first. And I always felt like kind of left out. I don't know if I could call it bullying now, but at the time it did feel like that, because I remember there was one girl specifically who would like pick on me, and I was just like, there was no reason for it to happen because I didn't even know her, because my high school, or I guess middle school, is kind of like Ottawa, where there's 3 different elementary schools, and then they all feed into one middle school. So like I didn't know anybody until, because I went to like the country school. And so, yeah, it was just like really weird for me, because I was like, I've never felt this way before. Like nobody's ever treated me like this before. So I would say that's like my only really instance of bullying was in middle school, but it kind of got over like probably within like a year or 2 after that. I know that person didn't like me, but I was like, whatever, doesn't bother me anymore.
How did it impact you?
I just remember feeling like obviously really sad and alone. I think like I felt like I didn't really have anybody to talk to then. Just because like in 6th grade, you go from having like 20 people in your class to having be around like 500 kids all the time. So that was just kind of a lot for me. So I think the adjustment of both of those things was hard. But yeah, that was kind of a long time ago, so I can't really remember that much.
Have you ever witnessed anyone being bullied?
I would say definitely I have, whenever I was in high school, and in middle school too. And then like sometimes in this job, like you do see that, and people will come and share their like experiences of being bullied too. I feel like here, and again, like I don't know everything obviously, but I feel here we just try to do a good job of like, you know, noticing it and doing something about it. But I'm always receptive to feedback. So if you feel like we could do a better job, please let me know.